Hello there, and welcome back to some more Gran Turismo 6. I'm continuing our Let's Play. This is episode 98. In today's episode, we are taking a look at the Silverstone 10 lap challenge. For that, we need a car for 10 laps, so we buy a BMW. We will go for... Ooh. In case you're wondering, this is an arcade mode thing you can get. But I don't want to drive it because it looks boring on camera, so we'll go for this one.
Oh boy, it's time to race at the home of British motorsport.
The home of British motorsport, an airfield.
I thought the home of British motorsport was Essex Raceway.
Outside of McDonald's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tesco car park.
Actually, Juracer.
Yes.
I saw a Mackie the other day and it made me think of you. Because I saw it and I was like, why would anyone buy that? Anyways, Silverstone 10 lap challenge, a 10 lap event aimed at high skilled drivers and held on the Britain's legendarily fast Silverstone circuit. I can't read.
To be fair, they can't write.
You'll have to maintain rock solid focus if you want to make the podium here. Incredible.
Anyway, it's GT car time.
I mean, you had to maintain rock solid focus because the track's so boring and fall asleep doing it anyways.
Rock solid focus. I'd love a rock solid focus, me. But unfortunately, I have to drive a BMW. Rock solid focus. 90 down, 30 up.
Okay, look, you're starting behind another BMW.
I am BMW friend. Right, apparently, according to Inferno, we need a turbo. Usually I wouldn't trust what Inferno says, however, in this case, I'm bored of driving, so... whatever makes this event easier, I don't care. Adams.
Yeah, because that Tornado worked very well.
Yeah, we don't talk about the Tornado.
Nothing happened.
We don't talk about the Tornado, or the Prius, or the Scirocco, actually, come to think of it. I think the first car that did that over here is Audi's.
Yeah.
And I used to make the joke, like, the bigger the indicator gets, like, the bigger the guy behind the wheel's fucking erection on his head gets. They are so twatty, it's unreal. Like, oh,
they are.
Except the future Cybertruck drivers, where the indicator gets smaller when it's on, because...
Oh, God. We've had Cybertruck discourse already tonight.
I stick to my original thing. I refuse to watch anything on that truck, because I know it's going to go one way or the other. It's either going to be, like... complete Elon knob-jockling, or it's going to be this car's the worst thing to ever exist, and I'm sorry, I don't care. I just don't care.
You think the main thing that happened with all the Cybertruck...
They're not going to sell one of them here, so I'm not bothered.
They didn't fucking clear coat it, I mean...
Yeah, the main thing that gets me with the Cybertruck discourse, it made me remember that the Hummer EV existed. I'm honestly not sure anymore.
Do you remember when they were like the hottest thing ever for like a year, and then it just like instantly crashed down?
Not even like a whole year though. Like it was like right around when it came out, and then everyone immediately forgot. I saw one in person, and that was about it.
Didn't they put one in the Barbie movie of all things?
Yeah.
Yeah, that probably tells you everything you need to know.
I mean, Ken would drive a Hummer EV though.
Do you know what I love about the Cybertruck though?
What?
The Cybertruck, according to, again, this is from that Demiro thing, he said, like, he lives on, like, a normal neighborhood in San Diego, and everyone's, like, lawyers and doctors and whatever.
Yeah.
And they all have Model 3s, and apparently, they kept coming up to him, like, should I get the Cybertruck? I'm gonna get the Cybertruck. And he was like, why? You've never driven a full-size pickup truck before. You have a Model 3. You don't know what you're getting yourself into here.
Yeah, like
it's gonna be great because it's gonna kill all of the Tesla owners because they're gonna get this thing and then realize how unable to park it is.
Yeah, like at least with my mom getting the Lightning, that was just like a natural evolution.
But she has a giant.
had.
No, but this is the thing. She has a giant SUV. She doesn't have a tiny poxy Model 3. Like a Model 3 is a normal-sized car. Do you know what I have noticed that's quite irritating though?
What?
I do have to admit the back end of the Model 3 and the back end of my Civic do look quite similar.
Do they? Also, obligatory Mr. Storm creepypasta joke goes here.
Yes, exactly.
Looks out of the window.
No, I've got a I've got a 2023 Civic hatch, so they do look sort of
Yeah.
similar.
See, no, that's exactly why, because I know what your car looks like. I'm like, I don't see it at all.
Oh, you do know I have, right, okay. I didn't know how long I've not spoken to you for.
I mean, I pop in every once in a while, so I'm
Yeah,
usually
I have a
up to date.
hybrid Civic. Haha, I have something the Americans don't have for a whole year. Although it's
Actually,
coming
speaking of the
this
Model 3,
summer.
we had to rent one for a little bit while my dad's car was getting some recalls and stuff
Oh,
done.
Jesus.
No, because, so we were out for my sister's birthday, and we had some time to kill before we had a reservation, so we were just going to go sit in the parking lot. And my dad realized that he didn't have the key card after. So, like, we're all looking around, like, maybe it dropped out somewhere or something. And I go to the car while it's in the parking garage, and I get in it, and it lets me in. I'm like, how did it let me in without the key card? I'm thinking this is just some really stupid Tesla thing. Where it's
Right.
like, oh, I guess it just lets you in, but you can't start it, or whatever thing. Cause I get in, like, all the keys and stuff comes on, I'm like, what the fuck is Elon on? And then, you know, they call, my mom and sister call, like, okay, what's going on? It's like, it let me in and everything. And I was like, huh. And then, at some point, I get out the car, and I feel in my pocket and realize, wait, why do I have the key?
Oh, God.
So Elon's
I don't
not
know
stupid,
when that-
you are.
To be
No,
fair,
but he still is too,
it's
but,
the
like...
type-
Yeah.
to be fair, like,
No, Elon's
with
a
that car,
genius.
you cannot
Well,
tell if it's not working. Like, if it's by design, it's not working, or Elon just hasn't fucking noticed.
When I first started my job, I've spoken about this before, there was a Tesla
Yeah.
Model 3 that was abandoned in the car park. Right?
Yeah,
Like, it was put... Honestly, it was there for about 6 weeks. Like, the tyres went flat. It was part, like, directly in the middle of the car park, and I work at, like, a factory full of, like, Romanians who drive battered VAG products, so it had, like, doors slammed into it and all sorts. Like, it was in a sorry state. Anyways, eventually they moved it. Apparently it wouldn't turn on. I don't know how they moved it, but they got it moved. And then someone was driving it around for a bit. He got it. And the lease on it came up on the company. So apparently he was like, oh, I kind of want to buy it. Right. So he told the company this, and they got like a Tesla mechanic or something in. And the guy took one look under the car and he's like, yeah, it's going to need about 19 grand spending on it before it's roadworthy again. And we were like, ah. So he didn't buy it at the end.
That is a far less interesting EV than the Wigo that's abandoned behind our auxiliary maintenance place.
That
for
is
my job.
incredible. Yeah, we don't have that. We have that Model 3, and we have two I-Paces. And I swear someone draws the short straw on it, because one's like a normal white I-Pace with grey wheels, and the other one's a grey I-Pace with the worst wheels I've ever seen on a car. I think they're like 16 inches. The tyres are fucking huge. And it's like, who is unfortunate enough to drive that one? Anyways, apparently both of them are terrible. They have like 100 miles of range at this point because they're about 4 years old.
God.
I haven't
Wow,
seen them for
a British
ages,
car
so they might have been...
with electrics isn't working
Yeah.
properly?
Someone contact Lucas.
Is Lucas still around as a company over there?
Oh,
or
I
is it
think
like-
so. The thing is, I saw Lucas Electrics before I heard the jokes about them. So they must still be about in some capacity. I don't know what they do. Electrics, I assume, but
Whack their phones outside.
probably.
Nice.
Yeah, fucking. I went to a while ago. We went to this like really affluent area, and they had like all these beautiful mansions and stuff. Do you know what every single rich person had? All of them.
Stock Astra.
Toyota Corolla estates.
Excellent.
Yeah, it checks
Not
out.
a place
All
inside.
of them, and it's like that's proper wealth. When you're
Like,
like,
should be some big spaces.
Like, you can tell people who fake wealth because they drive G-Wagons.
Yeah.
Or, and I do have to admit, I'm getting a slight soft spot for a Range Rover. That being said, I could probably just drive to London and just steal one. And lots of them are stolen at the moment, so no one would notice.
Yeah, no one. Yeah, you cannot get insured on a new Range Rover.
I know, but I saw one the other day. It was like cherry red with
Are
like
they
a black
like easy to
roof.
steal, or is it just people are going through the effort of doing it?
I think it's a bit of both, but I mean, Lucas Electric, so. I mean, I'm sure they're slightly harder to steal than fucking Hyundais and Kias were for a while. That was my favourite controversy of last year. I love that.
Oh, I love the Kia
Well, like
boy.
TikTok just told everyone how to steal Kias. Because the best bit, I loved it as well, because Hyundai and Kia are like one of those companies you can tell they're very smug and like, oh yes, look at us, our cars are amazing, and then it's like, oh.
Are they?
They strike me as those, like, I'm not being, they're the darlings of the car industry at the moment, aren't they, really?
Yeah.
Because
maybe over there in the UK, they still haven't really shed their 2000s reputation.
My dad was like, he heard about the
they
Kia
didn't
Boys
sell
thing.
enough.
My dad heard about the Kia Boys thing, and he's like, he's worried that his car's getting nicked. So I said to him, you drive a 2009 Kia Rio, it doesn't have power locks. No one wants to nick it. Not even for TikTok prank.
It's one of those, isn't it, where it's like, if you drive a 2009 Kia Rio, do you even lock it?
No. I know I didn't lock the fucking Clio when I had it.
I think the thing is, genuinely, like, in America, I've noticed this, they sold, like, those awful mid-2000s Kias.
Oh yeah,
like,
they still exist.
They
like,
sold loads of
completely.
those, though.
Yeah, like, you still see them around regularly.
Like, when Kias were awful over here, no one bought them.
Yeah.
So, we don't really have that, but no, honestly, they have this, like, oh, their designs are terrific, oh, they're so reliable, and it's like, I don't care.
Wait, they're reliable over there? Kia still have reliability issues here.
Well, they stick 7-year warranties on them.
Yeah, and they're
So it's like,
constantly
if they go wrong, then... Okay.
Yeah.
No, it's like, I'm sorry, we had a 2003 Sportage, and when I think Kia, that's all I think. And I think about how terrible that car was.
My dad had, for a really bad 6 weeks, a Kia Pride.
Oh,
Was that,
did it have light
that
walls?
the first Kia that landed in the UK? Set the precedent
Geracer,
very
just for the awareness, that's a Ford Fiesta.
Yeah,
Ford
that's
Festiva,
Ford
yeah.
Festiva.
high.
Yeah, I know.
Ford Festiva.
Trust me, I know. I literally just got done with 2 years of. I got
Good.
a professor who was a moderator on the Festiva forums.
Oh my god!
Moderator on the Festiva.
I can't think of an internet forum I
How
want
much-
to part of more.
How much of, like, do you know the Festiva's actually a really good car, it's built by Koreans? Like, how much of that did he have to do? That's not
No,
a
he really
corner
didn't
cut.
do that a lot. He
That's
basically
not
just
a
said when
corner
he
cut?
was.
Okay.
I must
Yeah,
experience.
he just said when he was working at Ford, and it was during like a transitional period. He was like, "Well, I'll learn the Korean stuff," and just made all his bank off that.
I must learn at some point in my life. I must visit the Ford Festiva forum.
It's funny because he was
What do
talking
they
about how
talk
basically if a Festiva comes up for sale on like Facebook Marketplace or something, people from the area, from the forums, will check it out and give their opinion to the forums on what it
Aren't
looks
they
like.
like $1,000 cars? Like, why do you need an expert? Like, oh, is this a good Festiva? Like, no, none of them were.
Doesn't work. Just pick up another.
They were built by dog eaters in the 90s. How do you think they're built? Like, they've probably got fucking filler from the factory.
I mean, my teacher was going to
Actually,
basically
do you know-
safari
do you
his
wanna know-
Festiva.
Do you want to know a really fun fact? Do you know who was instrumental in the rise of Hyundai?
Who?
The
Ford.
man who designed the Morris Marina. What does that tell you about the Korean car industry?
The Koreans will be great.
Or was it? No, it might not have even been that. It might have been the Chrysler Avenger. It was one of those two.
Oh, fuck.
The Plymouth
yeah,
Cricket.
Yeah, the Hillman Avenger thing.
Hillman
yeah.
Avenger, that's it, yeah. I was going to say, if
When
you
he
played
said Chrysler
WRC,
Avenger,
you know
I
what
was like, wait a second. Yeah.
Yeah, no, we got it as a Chrysler. That was always the funny thing. We got the early...
Wait a second, then where was it called the Hillman Avenger?
It was called the Hillman Avenger for a bit, but Hillman stopped existing for a bit, so then it became a Chrysler.
Quite rightfully.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Emil,
I cannot believe you get away with that.
Yeah, you know you're looking for a second car.
Slightly.
$3 grand.
I'll have a look in a
Austin
second.
7 for $3
No.
grand. Oh no, you'd rock an Austin 7.
The,
with your little fucking flat cap.
yeah.
I got recommended a video of a guy drifting on Ford Model A while it was snowing in the last week.
Yes, I saw that.
recommended.
I got recommended that as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why? I thought it just knew I'd been playing LA Noire lately. It was like, here's some cars
It's
from the
just
period.
identified all of us as enjoying shit cars.
Yeah.
God bless the algorithm.
No, fucking Ford.
The algorithm
Fiesta.
scares me because I'm just full of videos that have less than 1,000 views most of the time now.
No,
Do you know anyone? We were
yeah, like,
discussing this earlier, actually. Do you know anyone who's into making racing documentaries? Sorry, not games.
I mean, Boost Me and Sign on my server literally just made one.
Right. Okay.
you've got an
I was
idea for
saying
you.
earlier, I think there's a bit of an untapped potential in talking about the early 2010s and Nissan at Le Mans.
Oh, trust me, that's been done to death already.
Are you sure?
That's like.
Like, has anyone made a
Wikipedia
link
reader
between the
tier.
Delta Wing and the GTR LM and how both of them are just why?
Well, no, but people have made videos on both already, and the
I've
whole
seen that.
Ziad controversy.
the
next
best
year.
controversy. He's
Nissan
fighting over
and
the.
Panos beefing is like funniest automotive beef that's probably ever happened.
I was gonna say, isn't like fighting over the Delta Wing like fighting over like a drug-addled parent?
Kind of. I don't know. The Delta Wing actually kind of got competent later on in his career.
Yeah,
Like it was
but
on track to
no.
win the Daytona 24 before LMPC car did LMPC car things.
yeah, but sometimes the
In the
damage
ring.
is done.
Yeah,
Again,
rear-ended during a caution, wasn't it?
No, the LMPC car spun right before the Delta Wing was coming around. The Delta Wing rear-ended it because of it.
Yeah.
the penis car pointed the wrong way. No, the fucking Delta Wing.
Actually, that's gonna be fun since Daytona's next week and there's no more LMP3. So now we got to figure out which class is gonna cause all the issues.
The
Is that what
NASCAR
we
class.
still do?
I mean,
Here's
it's
what
probably
we
gonna
gotta
be them.
do. We're gonna win the 24 hours of Daytona, but the oval's gonna be going with NASCAR. That is an amazing idea.
Oh god, yeah, fund it.
Oh my god, yes, you could have like the 24 hours of like, and then like the final like 3 hours, you just like NASCAR's loose and have the Daytona 500 at the same time.
So stock cars have done the Daytona 24 before. That same year they went to Le
But
Mans.
tell me, what would be wrong with that?
Well, other than speed differences and all. Especially because they're pack racing, so it's not like there would just be a few
It
cars
could be a
strung
case
out.
of like whoever actually like wins the race wins both of them. So like, what's
No,
going to
'cause
win? Is
that-
it going to be the Porsche LMP or is it going to be Dale Earnhardt?
I would hope it's not Dale Earnhardt. He's been dead
Junior.
for 23 years.
They just reanimated.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. would come back for this.
He has experience in both races. It's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, Jeff
Well,
Gordon
no,
retired in
Yeah, Jeff
1954.
Gordon.
No, so
Do you know what I saw
76,
randomly the other day?
that's
I
the
saw a
same-
Jeff Gordon pop figure in this country. I was like, who? Why?
God.
Yeah, but
I
no,
mean,
76.
there is
The
zero NASCAR.
yeah, 76 Daytona 24. They also ran the stock cars like they did Le Mans that year. But for whatever reason, somehow water ended up in the fuel supply midway through the race. So
As it
cars
does.
had to start slowing down to not, detonate the engines. And there was this team that was legit just in a Honda Civic that it built for the event. And I saw one of the guys comment on an article like, "Oh yeah, Honda Civic passed by the Hallman and Moody Ford Cyclone right on the banking."
Hell yeah. Listen, you can't deny the Honda Civic. The greatest motorsport vehicle that ever was.
Including the estate car.
Civic Shuttle. The Civic Shuttle Bus, or whatever it's called.
Shuttle Beagle.
Shuttle Beagle.
I love
yeah.
I love how you're only just ahead of the Ford GT, yet you're lapping the Lexus.
Look, the Lexus has had a hard time. Which Lexus? Oh, it might be the ISF racing concept. That really weird DTM car. That
DTM. I mean, it existed, but
in the area.
If I remember right, it's actually one of the old Opel cars.
Yeah, it's a
body.
Vectra underneath. I think it's one of the Playboy Vectras or something. No, it was hilarious because that's from that era where I think a fair few manufacturers yeah, we'll join DTM, and then it died. Because we'll join, and then they didn't.
And then Aston did for a year, and then
it was
they realized they sucked.
What was it?
It was a privateer thing, yeah.
Yeah, it's like V8 Supercars though, where they were had 5 manufacturers joined, and then they all went because they were this is biased. It's yes.
And Nissan stayed until the very end. Well, kind of.
Have you seen what happened with that car? I want to know.
The Altima? I mean, it's just Nissan kind of dropped support.
Yeah, but in the new, is it the new Forza or one of them? They had the actual V8 Altima,
but
and I think it's in the new one. In the new one, they just call it the 2017 Nissan Altima race car, and it has no sponsors on it. It's what happened there?
No clue. It's probably Forza was too lazy to license it or something.
But it's the same car, and they licensed it before.
Well,
unless Nissan's nope, we didn't participate in V8 Supercars. Don't you talk about not real car, not real car, not real car. This didn't happen.
You went ATCC in the 90s. That's all that happened.
Yeah. We used the Bluebird. It got called a cool name. That was it. Done. Remember Godzilla? Yeah, great, cool. Life is a highway. I can't hear you. Fingers in ears. Life is a highway. Nissan, please.
Yeah.
Nissan just can't race. That's the problem. Nissan likes to stick its dick in all the pies, but refuses to own up for the semen all over the place.
What do they even do? I mean, they have Super GT because,
they supply Formula E engines, which I don't know how that works, but...
Are they technically... I thought they just had, a supplier that was somewhere.
Nope, they supply McLaren.
Wait, what?
It's I
thought they were I thought it was Nissan E-Dams or whatever. Do they not have a team anymore?
Yeah, but they supply the motor.
Yeah.
They're McLaren Nissan or something now, I think. I don't know, I don't like Formula E. I'm not going to lie.
I don't either.
If I wanted to watch cars that sounded like toasters run around a racetrack, I'd do a GT2 race.
Oh, that's the issue for me. It's just too gimmicky for me. It's I will watch
a fan boost. It's shut
I would watch an electric car race if it was just a race.
Yeah, that's
actually,
do you know what irritates me more than anything?
What?
Why can none of these series, with their electrified powertrains and all, why are they not allowed to just race? Why does everything have to be push to pass, or you get fan boost, or you get this, or you get power boost? It's no electric car or hybrid car works like that. Why don't you just race?
I mean, endurance racing.
Wasn't the EGT or whatever it's supposed to do that? I remember we got presented with one of those at Eurosport, and they were it was like a Tesla Model S race car, and they're this is going to be a thing next year, and then it never happened.
It never happened.
In fairness, can I just point out the TVR Griffith was there in 2018 as well, and that never happened either.
There is only one good electric racing series, and that is the All Japan EVGP.
I agree. Anyways, that's it for this episode. Thank you all very much for watching. Next, I'm going to take a look at mission races. So join us for that. Until then, farewell.